In the 19U bracket, it'll be Wheeling Post 1 against West Hills 26. West Hills won up in Weirton earlier this morning and just made their way down here to Wheeling. They're getting warmed up. Teams just headed back into the dugout. We're set for a 2:30 first pitch. Maybe a little delay. I believe West Hills is waiting for another player, but either way, we're about to play some Beast of the East Championship baseball. I'm joined myself, Jarrett Delbrug, with my man, Soupy Campbell.
Jarrett, happy Sunday, brother.
Happy Sunday. Job to my right, ready to go. It looks like he's ready to burp on the mic. Did you hold it in?
Yeah.
He held it in.
It's all that sweet potato casserole yesterday at the fourth party. I think there's a legit chance here, Jarrett, that Jubb will lose anywhere between 4 to 6 pounds in water weight, depending on the heat up here in the press box.
The problem is we got a little bit of a headwind, so it's not horrible.
There's 3 guys in the Wheeling Park universe that could get us air conditioning in here. Savion Johnson, Nick Nardoni, and then Zach Phillips, and none of them have got us air conditioning.
I don't know. Coach Stout and Coach Myers.
Don't put that on them. They've got more important jobs. Yeah, they have pool, but they have more important jobs than the 3 guys I just named.
And we are also joined with Coach down on the field. Coach, what do you got?
Yeah, just down here. Umpires are heading out to the plate right now. We were waiting on one of the players from, I believe he just showed up.
It's going to be a show and go.
Yeah, I think. He just walked in the dugout. So once he gets situated, I believe we're ready to go. The umpires are headed out to the plate. Coach Castillo, Coach Malatek going to head out, and we'll be just about ready to go. Actually, the temperature is not bad here, guys. It's comparatively speaking, it's actually decently comfortable. There's a little breeze going. I think later it's going to be bad, but not bad for the final game.
Yeah, not bad at all. The breeze has been going all day, and while the umpires meet, we're going to play an interview that Coach got with the head coach of West Hills.
Okay, back here, the finals of the 2025 Beast of the East tournament at Patriot Field. It's going to be West Hills, the 2026 17U team, won their side of the bracket and had to travel down here from Weirton to Patriot Field. I'm here with head coach Jason Malatek. Coach, one of the first things you told me is you're out of gas.
Yes. Well, you know what, though? First off, I want to thank the tournament directors, everyone associated with it. Great event, great officials, great teams, great competition, great facilities. So, you know what? Hats off to those guys for doing a great job. But, yeah, I mean, we came down here. We knew we were getting into. We had 11 kids to start, 6 games over 3 days. We knew it was going to be a grind. But you know what? We got some kids who'll compete, so we'll come out here today. We'll give it our best. We have 3 arms left. That I think we'll throw strikes, maybe hit the contact, catch the ball, hit the ball, and hopefully get out here with a win.
Talk a little bit about the grind here. This will be your 8th game. It's been pretty hot too. You're a little short on players. I saw your roster. You had about 16 on there, but only carrying 12. How are these guys holding up?
I mean, they're hurting. Actually, we're going to take next week off. We were scheduled to go up to Ohio and play in a tournament up there for a perfect game, but we're gonna shut it down for a week because we're hurting. Then we're going to head down to University of Virginia and then end up at North Carolina, NC State, Duke, and Wake Forest. So we got some competition coming up. We're gonna take care of these boys' arms, get them back to healthy, and then hit the last couple of tournaments really hard and see if we can get some of these guys signed for colleges.
Yeah, a little bit about your organization. I was speaking to your assistant coach before. You're the founder and the inventor of West Hills. Talk a little bit about your organization. I asked you before. You've got teams 8U all the way up through 17U. So it sounds like a very solid organization.
Yeah, I mean, we started back in 2008. We had some really good players in the North Fayette, Oakdale, West Allegheny School District. We put a team together, and lo and behold, 16, 17, 18 years later, we have West Hills Baseball and Softball Association, which probably impacts roughly around 300 kids a year. We don't make any money. We don't charge any money for participation. The only thing the kids have to pay for are their uniforms and some tournament fees. Other than that, coaches don't make any money. We don't have an indoor facility. We practice where we can. So it's a blue-collar organization, but that's kind of the way we like it. A little bit of appreciation. But you know what? We got some kids who'll compete. So we'll come out here today. We'll give it our best.
That was head coach Jason Malatek. Just saw him out there. They're going over the ground rules. Seems like a really good guy, and some high praise for the tournament here in Wheeling with the Beast of the East, and we are just about set to go as West Hills will be your home team. They'll take the field first. Wheeling Post 1 going to be the away team, and they'll head to the bats first. So we'll give you that Mail America starting lineup for Post 1. Leading off and in center field, number 8, Braxton Billick. Batting second, the second baseman, number 22, Seth Cover. Batting third, the shortstop, number 35, Jackson Murray. The cleanup man today, the right fielder, number 1, Zaid Billings. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 13, Rocco Dijon Domenico. Batting sixth, the pitcher, number 6, Henry Anderson. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 2, Jack Selman. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 21, Brady Ernest.
But you know what?
And batting ninth,
some
rounding
kids
out
who
the order, the
compete.
third baseman,
So
number
we'll
7,
come out here.
Rylan Robb. And we are ready to go here. Beast of the East Championship. Braxton Billick takes the first pitch for a ball and then taps the second one right back to the pitcher for West Hills, Brody Malatak. Out on the bump there. He tosses over to first for the first out.
Malatek actually going to be leading off for this team as well, Jared. Both guys on the mound today. Malatek
Yeah.
and Anderson hitting and pitching here in this championship game.
Yeah, as you said, it was going to be an Otani day.
He's going to Otani it.
So now up for Post 1 with the second baseman, number 22, Seth Cover. Seth started on the mound as he takes a first pitch fastball in there for a strike. Seth started for Post 1 in Game 1 earlier this morning, went 4 innings, gave up no runs. A nice performance from Seth. Post 1 won 10-0 on technically a walk-off home run, walk-off 3-run homer from Jack Selman to make it 10-0 to end the game as Cover shoots one foul.
2-pitch mix here early for Malatek. Fastball and a slider we saw there to Cover away. Post 1 might have their hands full here. There's be some good competition for them.
That one swung on and missed by Cover. It'll be a Form Energy strikeout. A nice pitch tied up. Seth Cover from Brody Malatak. First strikeout for him. We'll bring up the shortstop, number 35, Jackson Murray. This West Hills team, the West Hills 26, which is their graduating year. All these kids are graduating in 26. Got some kids. They are located also in Pittsburgh, right outside of Pittsburgh. As that curveball swung on, smoked into the right center field alley once again and bounced over the wall.
It's unbelievable
Jackson
to
Murray
watch here.
just continues and continues to hit the ball.
The average has actually dropped for Murray here in the past couple of days. He's down to a mere 575.
Oh man, that's
Murray.
not very good.
80 at-bats now in the year for Murray. As I was just talking to his dad before the game, I think we're going to get the bat tested to make sure there's no tennis balls inside of it.
Absolutely unbelievable stuff from Jackson Murray. Just driving the
Flicked his
ball,
wrist.
not
280.
hitting singles, hitting with power, and he would go to all fields. So a ground rule double for Murray with 2 outs will bring up the cleanup man, Zaid Billings. First pitch curveball from Malatak in there. Strike 1, 0-1 on Billings.
Billings 375 on the year, 17 RBIs.
You're tuned in on the Watchdog Radio Network. We're live on YouTube.com/Pine Room Studios. Fastball misses up and into Billings, 1-1. And as we say all the time, if you're tuned in, let us know where you're watching from, how you're doing today, who you're rooting for. Billing takes another curveball inside. Don't know where Coach is. We'll see if he... Coach, you all right down there on the field? The radio static from...
Yeah,
oh, here he is.
Yeah, I'm good. Malatek looks very effective. Good off-speed pitch. Coach's son asked the coach if he gets nervous when he's on the mound. He said, nope, not at all. So he feels comfortable when his son's on the mound. Looks good, too.
At Brody Malatak. As Billings lines one through the left side. Murray's going to get the wheel. And the ball is dropped by the left fielder. He overran it. Billings
He's gonna be safe.
pushing it to second. And he will be there. Post 1 takes a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first.
Jared, it is so fun to watch them play baseball the right way. The left fielder bobbled it just a little bit. That was just enough time for Billings to extend that into a steal an extra base there.
Yeah, it looked like maybe the left fielder, Owen Amy, looked up when he went to field that ball, went under his glove and went behind him and Billings was able to take second, get down into scoring position with 2 outs. 1-0 post one will bring up the first baseman, number 13, Rocco Dijon Domenico, as he takes ball 1 upstairs. It would have been interesting to see. I think Murray still would have scored pretty easily if he would have came up with that cleanly, was Amy in left field. And Dijon fouls one back over our heads, 1-1 on Rocco.
That's a good point, Jared, because if that ball comes home there, Billings probably extends that to second base either way. So he's getting to
it's a good point,
base.
yeah. Billings going hard all the way. It's the way this post one team plays. Fastball misses outside from Malatak.
Jared, I always thought these guys were the hardest to hit off of, like anywhere between that 5'7" to 5'11" range where the ball would jump out of their hand. It was sneaky fast.
Yeah, he not the biggest guy as Malatak, but good velocity on his pitches. It's funny, his dad, Coach Malatak, a big, strong-looking guy. Sure he'll hit his growth spurt here soon. As another one through the left side, going to be fielded by the shortstop in the hole. Long throw, nice play over there at shortstop by Jake Federock. Nice play. Thought that one was going to get through. Made a nice play on the backhand, set his feet, throw over in time. As we're going to have a discussion there from Coach Malatak, the umpire telling him not to come over here. I don't know what that was all about. But either way, post one puts 1 on the board. They lead 1-0 going to the bottom of the first.
Looking for a hometown insurance agency you can trust? Since 1999, Bernie Glenn Insurance and Financial Services has been protecting families and businesses in the northern panhandle of West Virginia and eastern Ohio. We're independent, giving you choice from top-rated national and regional carriers. And guided by a concierge-level experience, our energetic, honest, and determined team puts customers first every time. For home and auto to life and business insurance, we build relationships that matter. Need to pay a bill or access your policy online? It's easy with us. Protect your future with the agency you'd recommend to a friend. Call Bernie Glenn Insurance and Financial Services today at 304-277-3239 or visit BernieGlennInsurance.com. Bernie Glenn Insurance, building relationships, protecting futures.
Welcome back to Patriot Field. Here's Wheeling post one. Takes a 1-0 lead heading to the bottom of the first. We'll set West Hills at 26. Offensively here, their Mail America starting lineup. Leading off and pitching, number 9, Brody Malatak. Batting second, the left fielder, number 21, Owen Amy. In the 3-hole, the center fielder, number 32, Brett Kania. The cleanup man, the second baseman, number 45, Colton Prosperi. The shortstop batting 5th, number 18, Jake Federock, who just made a nice play out in the field. In the 6-hole, the third baseman, number 3, David Oberschelp. The 7-hitter, the right fielder, number 5, Danny Sorensen. Doing the catching and batting 8th, number 22, Aiden Provenzano. And batting 9th, the first baseman, number 11, Chris Sandor. So there is your Mail America starting lineup for West Hills. Post one. After the first 2 guys got out, Coach got somebody, I believe, down there on the field, maybe?
No, I was right down here with that little altercation between Roberto Pattison, the home plate umpire, and Coach Malatak. He was not happy with his strike zone, saying it was a little tight. And then when his team come off the field, he said something to his teammate or his team about the strike zone, and I guess Pattison heard it and yelled down at him, and so that sort of turned into a little discussion there. That's question in the strike zone is what it was.
Okay, well, thanks for the clarification, Coach. Early controversy, I guess, here. And Wheeling in our Beast of the East championship, Henry Anderson out on the bump for post one.
Jarrett Anderson on the year, 15 innings pitched. He's 3-0 on the season right now with a 3.7 ERA.
Pretty darn good. Here we go. Henry Anderson set to go against Brody Malatak, the pitcher, leading off. As that one's lined into right center field on the first pitch, and Brody Malatak drops one down. Nice play by Billings to cut it off before it got to the wall. Holds Malatak to a single, so on the first pitch, Brody Malatak helping himself out. Leadoff single for West Hills will bring up the left fielder, number 21, Owen Amy. Chris Upton checking in here on the stream, said, let's go Wheeling. Chris, we miss you here. Hope you're having a good time up in the Finger Lakes, catching some bass. As that one's grounded through the right side, and on the first 2 pitches of the inning, back-to-back singles for West Hill. And Owen Amy going the other way, so both guys taking fastballs the other way. West Hills, first and second, nobody out. We'll bring up the center fielder, number 32, Brett Kania. Left-handed hitter. Anderson from the set now. His coach just said that Hank played for West Hills 3 years ago. Interesting tidbit there.
Sure. How about West Hills coming over here hunting fastballs?
Yeah,
There
I
are
like it.
Two barrels to start out the game.
I
for
like
them.
it. Be aggressive. Probably the best pitches you're going to see in the at-bat of the first pitch fastballs as Henry misses with the first one. Kicks, delivers. Fouled off to the left side.
Help us out, please. We can't play without any balls.
It's Coach Stout letting us know we got to get somebody on those foul balls, please.
I think Wheeling Park should invest in like a bulldog or a golden retriever.
Or
to
just
go
a
get
kid.
the-
Give a
yeah,
kid 10
or
bucks.
just a kid.
Make him go get him. So 1-1 to the 3-hitter.
There
Make
goes
it
another one.
1-2. We got to get somebody on those foul balls again, as it looks like we maybe have a couple kids down there running around. So 1-2 on the center fielder, Brett Kania. Kania, I had my roster where these guys went to high school. I don't know where it went. That one fouled off, stayed alive. If you're just listening on the Watchdog Radio Network, West Hills in their all-white uniforms, like Carolina blue helmets and lettering. Post one in their navy blue tops, white pants, navy hat. Grounded over the first baseman's head. That's going to be a fair ball. 1 run will score. The next will be held at third, and Kania with a double that bounced way over the head of Rocco Dijon Domenico down the right field line. And West Hills evens this thing up at 1.
Threatening here early. No outs still with runners on second and third.
So kind of a good luck double for Kania, bad luck double for Anderson. And West Hills second and third. The cleanup man, Colton Prosperi, coming up. Big right-handed hitter. Takes the first pitch down low, ball 1. Looked over to his guy on deck, said that was a spinner.
I think Kania was just trying to do his job there and advance those runners.
Yeah.
And he got a really good bounce off this turf over the first baseman's head.
Yeah, Rocco had no play on it. That fastball in there for strike 1. Prosperi didn't like it. Prosperi in a big right-handed hitter, narrow stance. Looking to know if he's going to play anywhere. Good sized kid. Anderson delivers a curveball, misses low.
Coach Henry not happy with that pitch either. I think both these head coaches are looking for a couple more strike calls.
Yep, 2-1 on Prosperi. Anderson, a deep breath, kicks
Really good
a
pitch.
curveball in there for a strike. 2-2 on the cleanup hitter for West Hills.
Post 1 still looking for their first out here early in the bottom of the first.
Yep, corners actually really all of the infield back besides Dijon Domenico. He's about even with the bag. Rob a few steps behind the bag. Middle infielder's back as that pitch misses. 3-2 on Prosperi. Hank Anderson again trying to get that first out. Kicks, delivers fastball, misses up and away. So ball 4. The bases will be loaded for West Hills, still with nobody out. We'll bring up the shortstop, number 18, Jake Federock.
See what that post 1 infield's going to do here, Jer.
I would say probably corners about even, and middle infielders back at double play depth. Excuse me. Been a lot of talking this weekend, fumbling over my words. Anderson blows a fastball by Federock, 0-1. This coach correcting me again. He said it was Federock. It is Federush. Federush. Jake Federush as he pops one out of play, 0-2.
Be a big strikeout here, Jer, for Hank.
Coach, is that the correct pronunciation, Federush?
That is correct, yeah. The on-deck hitter just gave me the correct pronunciation. That's a tough spelling, though.
Federush. Anderson ahead, 0-2 on Federush. Curveball in there for strike 3.
Frozen there, Jer.
Frozen with a curveball for a Form Energy strikeout. Beautiful pitch. Inside corner. We'll bring up the third baseman, number 3, David Oberschelp. Another good name there. Oberschelp, right-handed hitter. Fouls one out of play up the right side. Oberschelp. Oberschelp.
If you asked me to spell that, even though you just gave it to me, I wouldn't even be close.
0-1 on Oberschelp. Anderson shaking off a couple signs, trying to find one he likes. Oberschelp goes to Peters Township High School.
Nice block there.
Blocked up by Selman on a curveball down in the dirt.
Jared, I think these pitchers really like working with him. He does a good job protecting them. Anytime they make a mistake, he works hard back there behind the dish.
Yeah, he does. And as we said, he had a big 3-run homer to end the game earlier this morning. Anderson just missed with a fastball. Oberschelp checked the swing. 2-1. I do have my my roster back here. Oberschelp listed at 5'11", 180. Anderson takes a couple deep breaths. Swung on and missed. Fastball blew it by Oberschelp. 2-2. Bases loaded. 1 down here in the bottom of the first.
Huge couple pitches coming up here for Hank.
Yeah, 1-1 your score. Anderson trying to get a big strikeout or a ground ball here to get out of this jam, limit the damage. Anderson misses low with a curveball.
Jerry, you want to talk about a momentum switch here. You're able to get this out, get them to 2 outs with those bases loaded. You're 1 pitch away, still here.
Yeah, this is a
Getting
big
out a
pitch
huge
here.
jam
Oh,
for
that's the
Hank.
bottom of the first. It's a big pitch from Anderson. The set delivers, swung on and missed. Fastball blew it by him. For the second Form Energy strikeout from Oberschelp. Anderson bared down there, blew a fastball by him, went upstairs. Kyle Anderson checking in. How many games are left? Kyle, this is the last game. This is the championship. Is that
Selman
fastball
steals one there, Jer.
at the knees? Nice job by Selman. We'll bring out the right fielder, number 5, Danny Sorensen. Yes, this is the last game. One winner-take-all game. Anderson. Curveball swung on, driven into left center field. Billick on the run, and he will not get there. That hits off of the wall. 2-run score. The third one coming home. Throw home by Murray will be in time. What a throw from Jackson Murray, but not after a big-time 2-out, 2-run double from the right fielder. Danny Sorensen drove one way off the left center field wall. And West Hills scores 2, but they score 3 in the inning. And they will take a 3-1 lead. Heading to the top of the second. We'll be back here in a moment. At
At TechnoCap, we're not just making closures, we're shaping the future of sustainable packaging. From beverage and beauty to pharmaceuticals and household goods, our metal closures are trusted by leading brands around the world. With a global reach and a local presence right here in Glendale, West Virginia, TechnoCap combines innovation, precision, and environmental responsibility. Discover the power of performance-driven packaging. Visit technocapclosures.com, where great products begin at the top.
Wheeling's favorite neighborhood hangout is still the place to be. Wakeham's Bar is under new ownership, but it's still the same great spot locals have loved for years. Famous for their world-renowned hot dogs and cold craft brews, Wakeham's is the perfect place to unwind, catch the game, or kick back to live music with friends. Come see what's new right in the heart of Wheeling at 2181 National Road. Same soul, new energy, only at Wakeham's Bar.
Welcome back here to Patriots Field. West Hills, after going down 1-0 in the top of the first, comes back in the bottom of the inning, scores 3. Takes a 3-1 lead heading to the top of the second inning. Leading off for post 1 will be the pitcher, number 6, Henry Anderson. Henry hitting for himself, obviously.
At the beginning of our broadcast, not today, but in our broadcast in general, Henry Anderson had 2 grand slams back-to-back games.
Yeah, he had hit a big grand slam against Moundsville, I believe it was, earlier this year to give Post 1 a lead after they went down early in the game as he swings on that first pitch curveball, 0-1. Leaves the other one.
Soup, I think that's what, if I was ever let hit as a pitcher, I think that's what I would have done.
A couple grand slams for you?
Couple of them. Help myself out.
You were a good hitter, Jub.
That curveball, nice pitch in there from Brody Malatak, working on his second inning.
That play from Murray there won't go unnoticed, especially if they keep this game close here today.
Yeah, that was a
huge
really good
there.
relay from Murray, right on the money, as that one's driven to left field, off the end of the bat. Left fielder moving on. Owen Amy will make an easy catch out there for the first out of the inning. We'll bring up the catcher, number 2, Jack Selman. As we said earlier, Jack hit a big 3-run homer to end the game earlier this morning to make it 10-0 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Technically, you say is a walk-off homer, I guess. He takes fastball up 1-0 on Jack. Then swings on a curveball, fouls it away.
Do we know how many grams of protein Selman eats a day?
I would say a good amount.
200 plus?
Looking at that, watching that home run earlier today. Malatak misses up the slider. Selman, big right-handed hitter, takes another fastball upstairs, misses. 3-1 on the catcher, Selman. Malatak delivers. Fouled off by Selman. Full count now. Brody Malatak from the wind. Misses outside with a curveball. Nice hold by Selman. And he'll take the walk, trot down to first, and bring up the left fielder, number 21, Brady Ernest. Brady hit a few balls on the screws earlier this morning. Hit one high off the center field wall. Missed a homer by about 5 feet. See if he can keep his hot hitting going. Malatak misses upstairs. Again with a fastball. Having a little trouble locate that fastball. It's been up a little bit. Curveball kind of been his strike pitch right now. 1-0 on Brady Ernest. Ernest pops one out to the right side. Gonna go out of play.
Jared, Brady's fun to watch hit because when you talk to him, he's real laid back, kind of got that goofy personality. Yeah. When he steps into the box, you almost see his eyes like
he does. He
like lock in.
Changes,
he's like a whole different
changes his personality.
He steps into the box.
Thought that ball was staying in. I heard the catcher yelling, "That's in! That's in! That's in!" He fooled me there, but that went out of play. 1-1 on Brady Ernest. Pickoff attempt to first. Good help by the dugout. Everybody screaming back. Not in time. Another check on Selman. Not in time. Brody Malatak attends West Allegheny High School.
Ernest on the
Up
year
in the
right now,
Berg.
Jared. 462.
Whew. Not too bad as Ernest
That ball
drives one to
smoked.
left field. Left fielder going back.
He got
And
it.
over his head, off the top of the wall, Selman on his way to third. He's going to get the wave around.
Play.
Throw from the shortstop. Going to be in time. And another man thrown out at the plate. What a throw by the shortstop, Federush. In time to gun down Selman at the plate. Will be the second out of the inning, man. And I don't know about that send from Coach Salt there. You're going to
Especially
have
with
guys
one
on
out.
second and third with one out, but now instead you got 2 outs, runner on second. But again, Ernest missing a home run just by a few feet. Has a guy thrown out at the plate as
Jared,
post
that ball
one.
was tattooed.
Man, he hit that ball hard. There's a little that you can see out there in left field. The fence goes out as that one's popped up. Left side shortstop going out. Left fielder coming in is Amy. He'll be under it, make the catch, and that'll end the inning. So post one has a man thrown out at the plate, fails to score. Score remains 3-1 heading to the bottom of the second inning.
Looking for a place to grow your career? Mail America is expanding, and we want you on our team. We're a nationally trusted name in direct mail marketing, serving over 8,000 customers coast to coast. If you're hardworking, dependable, and ready to join a company on the rise, we want to hear from you. Send your resume today to MikeW@MailAmerica.com and take the first step toward a rewarding future with Mail America. Mail America, trusted, growing, hiring.
We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you. We've got it down to a science, an absolute state of art. We do it all, restoration, cleaning, and reconstruction. When disaster strikes, just pick up the phone. We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you.
Back here at Patriot Field, as West Hills holds a 3-1 lead over post one, headed to the bottom of the second inning. Coach, we got you down there on the field. See if we got him. I think I heard him unmute there. What do you think about the send there from Coach Salt?
Yeah, I mean, that's the way they play, aggressive. You know, make them make the play. Had to be a perfect play. Aiden Provenzano with an incredible pick and tag at home. Took a perfect 2 throws and a great play by the catcher. I don't disagree with that sending at all. I know 1 out, you know, but you never know. I mean, I agree with it, but it took a great play by 3 guys there from West Hills. So just a good baseball play all the way around.
Yeah, they played that perfect, like you said. Had to take a perfect relay, perfect pick and tag. Nice play by the left fielder, Amy, to get that ball off the wall and make a strong throw to the shortstop. But that's all right. That's not the last chance post one's going to have to score. I know that's for sure.
Coach makes a good point there, Jerry. That play starts with as soon as it hits off the fence.
Yeah.
It's got to be a good relay throw into the shortstop. Shortstop has to make a good transition to the catcher.
Speaking of the catcher, leading off for West Hills will be number 22, Aiden Provenzano. Henry Anderson.
Good hands.
Shot down to third base, picked by Robb. Nice strong throw over. Rylan Robb, solid as can be down there at third. Great
Heading to
job
Shepherd
by
University
Rylan.
with Coach Drew. Let's head over on the map over to Shepherd and try to find a coffee shop for Rylan to get an NIL deal with, huh? I'll start doing some research here over the next couple innings.
He'll bring up the 9-man, the first baseman, number 11, Chris Sandor.
Here we go, Maria's Taqueria. I bet they can sponsor him with some margaritas here in a few years.
They were looking for a coffee shop, I thought. Nice.
I mean,
Hard fastball from Anderson.
That popped a little
Strike
bit.
one.
Mid to upper 8s for Hank today.
Yeah, we need to invest in a gun. Get some, not a radar gun. Get some velos on these guys. Anderson, curveball, bounced out to short. Murray Gets the big hop, throws on to first in time. Another good defensive play by Jackson Murray. Way to come get that, get the long hop.
There's
strong throw to first. That'll be the second out. 2 quick outs for Hank Anderson. Will bring up the pitcher, number 9, Brody Malatak. What do you got?
Jared, within a 2-block radius, it looks like Shepherdstown has 2 taco shops.
Okay.
Still working on
So
a
we
coffee
like our
shop
we
for
like our
Ryan.
tacos in Shepherdstown.
There's a bookstore for the young man.
If anybody in the stream knows of any place in Shepherdstown to go eat, well, we have the head coach of Shepherd right behind us. Maybe he could tell us. As Anderson misses inside, 1-0. Curveball down low. 2-0 on the pitcher, Malatak. He singled on the first pitch of the inning. Last inning in the right center field. Anderson tried to avoid a 2-out walk here. Fastball. Inside corner.
Think you got a call
Malatak
there,
didn't
Jer.
really like that one. 2-1 on Brody. Hank, deep breath. Kicks, fires. Fastball outside, 3-1 on Malatak. And like I said, would like to avoid a 2-out walk here, especially with the top of the order up. And there is the 2-out walk. Malatak walks. We'll bring up the left fielder, number 21, Owen Amy. Amy singled on the second pitch of the inning through the right side.
Hank coming in today, Jared, 13 walks in just 15 innings.
Yeah, that's it's a little bit too high, I'm sure, for Coach Henry's liking. A runner on first, 2 down in the bottom of the second. West Hills leads 3-1 over post 1. Malatak staying put, fouled off to the right side from Amy. So Amy, early we've seen is he's an aggressive hitter, swinging at both first pitches. Malatak takes his lead off of first. Wouldn't
Healthy lead over there.
be surprised if he takes off and Hank checks on him over there. Anderson takes a look over at Malatak. Now ready to go. Kicks in. There goes Malatak. That one's lined into right center field. Malatak going to head to third. Billings gets it into Murray. So it'll be first and third. Owen Amy's second hit of the day. Make it first and third for West Hills. Will bring up the center fielder, number 32, Brett Kania. Kania doubled on that high chopper over the head of Rocco Dijon Domenico down the right field line last inning. So again, after 2 quick outs, post 1 in trouble again as that one's lined up the middle on the first pitch. That'll be a single for Kania and score another run for West Hills. 4-1 now. Your score.
Jared,
Bring
this
up the
1 through
shortstop.
5
Yeah,
for West
this is
Hills
a
hunting fastballs here.
Reminds me a little bit of post 1. Bring up the second baseman, number 45, Colton Prosperi. Like I said, after 2 quick outs, 2 ground balls, you get a walk and back-to-back singles. West Hills tacks on another. And that curveball inside nearly hits Prosperi. First and second, 2 down. 1-0 on the cleanup hitter. He walked his first time up. Anderson, fastball, misses inside. So Anderson's struggling right now to find the zone. Prosperi listed at 5'10", 175. Anderson kicks and delivers, misses outside.
This has been
3-0.
post 1's major weakness is allowing extra base. What word am I looking for there?
Giving them bases, free bases?
Yes.
Well, like I said, you get 2 quick outs. That fastball in there for strike one, 3-1.
And that's usually where it happens. We've seen it in the past couple of days that they'll get either 2 quick outs or maybe even 2 strikeouts or ahead in the count, and then this last out is like just a major chore.
Anderson taking a look back at the runner on second. And Amy. That fastball tied up. Provenzano couldn't hold his swing up. Checking to see if that was on the strike, on the location or on the swing. So count runs full. Runners are going to be moving with the pitch. 3-2 on Colton Prosperi.
Love a breaking ball here, Jer.
Anderson going to turn inside move just to see if runner takes off early. Amy on second, Kenya on first. 2 down, full count to the cleanup hitter, Prosperi. Henry Anderson trying to work out. Runners are off. Fastball grounded. The left side hits the runner, and that will end the inning. That was going to be a tough play for Rylan Robb. Amy couldn't get out of the way of that as he took off with the pitch, and I don't know if Robb was going to field that or not, but either way, hits Amy in the leg, and that'll end the inning. We'll head to the top of the third. West Hills leads 4-1.
Need to unplug, recharge, and reconnect with what matters? Then it's time to experience Glamp Life, a luxury outdoor retreat just south of Salt Fork State Park. Nestled in the rolling hills of Ohio, Glamp Life is where modern comfort meets natural beauty. Stay in a handcrafted A-frame cabin overlooking a private lake, cozy up in a vintage Airstream, or bring your own RV. We've got full hookups and a dump station ready for you. Only 15 minutes from Cambridge and just a short drive from Columbus, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and West Virginia. Your escape is closer than you think. Spend your days hiking scenic trails, lounging on a sandy beach, or casting a line in peaceful catch-and-release waters filled with bass, catfish, bluegill, and more. Whether you're planning a team-building retreat, a family adventure, or a quiet weekend away, Glamp Life helps you experience the outdoors without sacrificing comfort. Book your getaway now at glamplife.com, where nature meets luxury and peace of mind is just a click away.
At TechnoCap, we're not just making closures, we're shaping the future of sustainable packaging. From beverage and beauty to pharmaceuticals and household goods, our metal closures are trusted by leading brands around the world. With a global reach and a local presence right here in Glendale, West Virginia, TechnoCap combines innovation, precision, and environmental responsibility. Discover the power of performance-driven packaging. Visit technocapclosures.com, where great products begin at the top.
Welcome back to Patriot Field here at beautiful Wheeling Park High School as Braxton Billick will lead off for post one, takes the first pitch fastball in there for a strike, and then swings through a curveball, strike 2. 0-2 on Braxton. Braxton bounced back to the pitcher Malatak his first time up. Fouls him one off to the right side. Coach, we were having a discussion up here how you score that when a runner is hit with a batted ball. Do you know how you score that?
Yeah, it's the closest guy to the play gets the put out. So it'd be 5U. 5U, yes.
Yep, that's what we said.
Yep.
As Billick swings and misses on that one, it'll be a Form Energy strikeout. A nice curveball from Malatak. Be the first out of the inning. Bring up second baseman, number 22, Seth Cover. Seth struck out his first time up. So post one having a little trouble with Malatak, the starting pitcher for West Hills. Misses with a curveball down low, ball 1-0. If you're in the stream, check in. Say hi, how you're doing today, where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. Is that fastball lined into center field for Seth Cover? And then it bounces over the center fielder's glove, roll all the way to the wall. Cover to second, and he'll hold up there. Surprised that Seth didn't try to go to third there, but either way, he's down at second base.
Jared, I thought that was going to be a no-brainer for him to go to third base, but now I'm thinking about it. After that relay throw in, it would have been a really close play.
Yeah, there's
a good
some
decision to
strong
hold up.
arms out there, especially that shortstop, Jake Federush. But here we go. Jackson Murray to the plate. With Seth Cover out at second base.
Jared, those line drives to center field like that, especially at this ballpark, how everything's just jumping off the bat. I can't believe those balls don't stay up for the center fielders.
Yeah. Yeah, that one fell well short of the center fielder. That one fouled off to the right side. Brett Kania took a high bounce and popped over his head.
If you can do us a favor in between innings before Coach Malatak goes out there, let us know how many reps of bench press he does each week and what the diet is for him. He looks like a middle linebacker. Thanks, Coach.
No response from Coach. He's going to do some thinking on that. So Jackson Murray, he doubled into the right center field alley for a ground rule double his first time up. Takes a curveball inside. 1-2 on Murray. Jackson, as we continue to say, having an unbelievable year offensively. Swings and drives one to center field. Kania going back. He'll have room, make a leaping catch. Cover will tag and head to third. So Murray flies out right in front of the warning track in center field. Cover does head to third. We'll bring up the cleanup hitter, the right fielder, number 1, Zaid Billings. Zaid singled his first time up. 2 down, runner on third for post 1. They trail 4-1. Brody Malatak doing a good job as Billings squares. Pulls back ball 1. You never know what some of these post 1 hitters are going to do, whether they're going to bunt for a hit, drive one over the wall. That one's fouled away to the right side. And right on top of a car.
Honda CRV, maybe?
Yeah, I think right on top of a Honda.
Jared, it's funny. After Zaid squared there, I was wondering what that third baseman would do. He actually took 3 steps even further back. I think assuming that Zaid was bluffing, especially as the cleanup hitter.
Yeah, thinking about maybe like a slash or something like that. Some guys maybe do that, but
third baseman way back there now.
Now attack. Fastball in there for strike 2. 1-2. On the right fielder, Zaid Billings, Seth Cover down at third. Now attack from the wind. Misses low with a curveball and a nice
Great
read
base
from
running there
Cover.
from Cover.
Really good read by Seth Cover.
I'm impressed, Jared.
As soon as that ball hit the dirt, bounced up just a little bit away from the catcher. And Aiden Provenzano, Seth Cover didn't hesitate. Came home and cuts the lead in half. Make it 4-2 in favor of West Hill. So Seth Cover gets post 1 on the board with his legs. A curveball misses low. Malatak wanted that one.
I think that's the difference there, though. I've seen Selman get really stiff with that wrist and be able to stick those.
As Billings rounds one to third, going to be a tough play in between Hop and not able to be handled by the third baseman, David Overshelp. That was a tough play. He was caught in between there. On that in-between Hop, I knew right off the bat that was going to be a tough play. Probably going to be ruled in air. We'll bring up the first base, number 13, Rocco Dijon Domenico. Rocco grounded out to short his first time up.
Nice pick there from West Hill's
catcher. Nice pick by Aiden Provenzano on a fastball that missed way outside. Billings almost took off. Brody Malatak misses again with a curveball low. Malatak, kind of an unlucky run there after Seth Cover was able to get to second base on a ball that went over the head, that bounced over the head of the center fielder. Misses inside, 3-0.
Jared, back to Seth.
on Rocco.
Stealing home there. This whole season is just doing everything correct for this team.
Pick over to first base. Billings back in safely.
Hopefully he makes it difficult on that West Lib coaching staff, finding some place to play.
Fastball misses up, so Rocco takes a 4-pitch walk. We'll bring up the pitcher, number 6, Henry Anderson, and Coach Malatak going to go have a word with his son. We'll pause quickly, tell you about Mail America. We brought you our starting lineups today. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Mail America, one of the nation's leading direct mail production companies, proudly based right here in the Ohio Valley. For over 35 years, Mail America has delivered fast, affordable, and effective direct mail services for clients across the country. From design to delivery, they handle it all under one roof. When it comes to direct mail that gets results, trust the experts at mailamerica.com. We're going to send it down to Coach real quick. Coach, what do you got?
Yeah, I just talked to Coach Malatak Soup. 6 days a week he works out, 54 years old, no sugar, fast 12 hours a day. No sugar, all meat. Meat.
There we go.
Okay.
Looks
he
like
said
it.
thanks for the compliments, too.
Well, I appreciate him for taking the time to tell you his diet and how he works out. Trying to win
Exactly
a ball
what the
game.
people were needing.
Yeah, it's trying to win a ball game, and the guy's got to explain his diet. But here we go, back in action here. Henry Anderson step into the dish. For post one, he flew out to left field his first time up. Hank trying to help himself out here. Runners on first and second for post one. They're down 4-2. Top of the third inning. They lost the toss. West Hills elected to be the home team. Here in this championship Sunday, Beast of the East, winner take all. Here, as Anderson takes fastball low, ball one. Nice crowd on hand today at Patriot Field. Now attack, fastball in there, 1-1.
I think he caught Hank off guard a little bit there. Quick release to home.
See if Hank's ready to fire on this one. 1-1 pitch from Malatak. Sets, delivers, curveball swung on and missed from Anderson. A nice pitch from Brody Malatak, changing speeds after a fastball. Dropped in a curveball. Had Hank out on his front foot. 1-2 on Big Hank Anderson. Malatak, fastball grounded through the left side.
Play at the plate.
Billings is going to be sent. Here comes the throw to the plate, and actually a late stop side. Billings may have stopped on his own there as Coach Salt gave him the wave, and then kind of Coach Salt almost walked away to get out of Billings' way, and Billings shut it down. Dove back into third safely, so station to station.
That was going to be another bang-bang
Yeah,
play.
it really was,
too.
Soup. I think he was going to be out. That might have been a really good decision there by Billings. We're going to have a courtesy runner for Anderson. The pitcher will be Rocco Polina.
Can't tell if Hank's out of breath or
Yeah, hopefully he's all right.
he's beat
Kinda
up.
Coming off the field, a little gimpish. I don't know what that was, but it'll bring up the catcher, number 2, Jack Selman. Curveball, first pitch strike to Selman. Coach, could you see down there whether or not Billings stopped on his own?
No, I couldn't tell, but he's lucky he stopped. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
he was going to be out by a mile, I
And
think.
they actually played that very well. Shortstop come over and covered third base. If the third baseman cuts that and throws it behind Bill, they would have had him out. So well done other than catching the ball there on that cut. Beautiful throw from the left fielder. Well worked, but didn't catch the ball.
Okay. Selman down 1-2. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Top of the third. Curveball swung on down the left field line. Billings will score. Dijon Domenico going to score. Here comes Polina. He will stop at third. A big 2-out, 2-run double from Jack Selman. Comes through again here on Championship Sunday of the Beast of the East. We're all tied at 4.
What a great piece of hitting there. Another off speed, able to turn on that, drive that down the third baseline, driving a couple runs. Tie ball game. Here we go.
Great job by Jack Selman on a 1-2 pitch. We'll bring up the left fielder, Brady Ernest, who doubled off the left field wall his last time up. So you can't keep him down for long. It will eventually start to hit it. Second and third for post one. Ernest takes a curveball in there for strike one.
Jared, before the game, I was down in their dugout. Listening to them talk about pitches and like how they kind of approach and their at bat was hilarious. These are just high school kids learning how to hit.
Nice. A tight group down there.
Jake Brown was down there talking
And
about a
that
Wyoming
dugout.
East lefty they saw that had 86 with spin, and they were all over Jake about him striking out against him.
Ernest grounds one foul. One and two. On big Brady Ernest.
I'll tell you this, Jerry, you're going to call his name once or twice during this football season coming up.
I've enjoyed watching him play. He plays the game very loose, and he's always having fun. Good kid is Brady Ernest. So Brody Malatak from the wind, kicks, curveball poked out to right, twisting, and will go foul. Couldn't see down there. I thought might have been caught, but went foul. Ernest stays alive.
Jared, there was almost an unbelievable catch down there. The right fielder slid. I think it hit off his glove, actually.
Yeah, I thought, from what I could see, it looked like he had a chance on it. Either way, though, Ernest battling up there, 1-2. The count. Runners on second and third, post one. After a Jack Selman 2-run double ties things up at 4. You're in the Beast of the East Championship 19U division.
Jared, I think Malatek's going to try to jam him with a fastball here. Brady Ernest is going to be able to fight this off. Watch the little bloop over one of these.
Brady choked up a little bit. Curveball misses inside, 2-2 on Brady.
It's coming at some point here. He's going to try to beat him with this fastball. See what Brady can do.
Like I said, Ernest doubled, nearly hit a home run last at bat. Fastball popped up. Pitcher calling for it is Malatak, and he will make the catch right in front of the plate, but not after. Post one scores 3 here in the top of the third. They tie things up at 4 heading to the bottom of the third.
If your business needs an ATM, call the ATM man, Stan Stasinski, a former Post 1 player and proud supporter of Wheeling American Legion Post 1 baseball. Need it fast? The ATM man offers same-day ATM placement. Are your credit card processing fees too high? Call the ATM man today at 304-215-3165. Locally owned but local service. Whether you need credit card processing or ATM placement, call the ATM man at 304-215-3165. That's 304-215-3165.
Looking for a smarter way to manage your business finances? James Taylor, CPA in Wheeling, West Virginia is your go-to pro for hassle-free bookkeeping, payroll, tax prep, and more. Powered by secure cloud-based software. Accessible, efficient, personalized. With 15-plus years of experience, James brings peace of mind to your numbers so you can focus on what matters most, growing your business. Call 304-905-8372 or visit jamestaylorcpa.com. Accounting made simple, the way it should be.
For over 140 years, Belmont Savings Bank has been more than just a bank. We've been your neighbor, your supporter, and ingrained in your community. From cheering at Little League games to supporting our local schools and businesses, we've been here, growing together. And it's all because of you. Your trust, your dreams, your everyday moments help keep Belmont Savings Bank moving forward. So let's keep writing this story together. And when it's time to start your next chapter, Belmont Savings Bank will be here to lend a hand. Belmont Savings Bank. How may we help you today?
Welcome back into Patriots Field here on the campus of Wheeling Park High School. Your score 4-4 between Post 1 and West Hills. Coach has some information for us down on the field. Coach, go ahead.
Yeah, I was down here. I'm down here standing next to Coach Malatak, and you can tell his son is definitely losing velocity, really relying on that curveball. So I think his afternoon is done. They're going to bring in Jake Federush in the top half of the fourth inning. So Malatek today, I believe, on the mound is going to be done. You could just tell, you could see, and I was standing right by him, and his velocity, he lost 3-4 miles on his fastball and was really relying on that curve, and I think post one knew that. So a couple defensive plays there. If West Hills would have made them, probably would have got Malatek a better outcome in that inning. So I think you're going to see a new pitcher for West Hills here in the top of the fourth.
Okay, thanks, Coach. And, yeah, I think that's kind of just a sign of this tournament. I mean, it's their 8th game in 4 days. Guys are beat up. Hank Anderson took a long time to come out to the mound. I don't know if he was maybe I don't know if he was just winded or I don't know what happened, but he took a long time. But it was once he got out there, was smiling and talking to Coach Malatek. But here we go, as Coach said, probably going to come in on the bump. Right now, your shortstop leading off for West Hills, number 18, Jake Federush. Federush had a Form Energy strikeout his first time up, looking. Curveball missed low from Anderson. Ball one. Haven't had any Finger Lake talk in the chat yet in this game, as we did pretty much all weekend. We've had a lot of discussion of the Finger Lakes in Ohio or in New York.
They must be way out there with no cell phone service.
Yeah,
or something
Chris
right now.
Chris Upton up there fishing as he checked in. Chris and his mom, they're fishing on vacation. Chris had a good tournament, but headed out on vacation today. Sounds pretty darn nice, I would say. 3-0 now on Federush.
Wonder if anything they'll catch they'll bring home to eat.
Maybe we'll have to tell Chris if he's tuned in. Bring us back some fish. We'll fry up. That one misses outside, and a 4-pitch walk from Anderson to Federush. Federush sprints hard down the line, but we'll stay there at first. We'll bring up the third baseman, number 3, David Oberschelp. Oberschelp also struck out his first time, a Form Energy strikeout. He struck out swinging. So the leadoff man on for West Hills in the bottom of the third inning. Remember, they are the home team. They won the toss, elected to be the home team. That one swung on, driven out to center field. Billick going back. He will make the catch. Just in front of the track. Gets it in. Oberschelp retired. We'll bring up the right fielder, number 5, Danny Sorensen. Federush stays at first. No tag. Sorensen doubled his first time up. Anderson would like a ground ball here. Get him back in the dugout quickly. Fastball on the outer half. Strike one. Nice job by Selman to frame that one up.
Sorensen shaking his head a little bit there with the home plate umpire, not liking that call at all.
Yeah, I don't think he liked that one much. Anderson from the set. See if he did go around with Sorensen. Said he swung at that one. That curveball way low. Sorensen not able to hold his swing. 0-2. Anderson way ahead here. Henry Anderson, kick, runner takes off. Selman's throw will sail high into center field. The runner will stay there. And Federush was a ball on the pitch. So 1-2 to Sorensen. Federush gets into scoring position with 1 out. Federush from Chartiers Valley High School. Curveball missed inside. 2-2 on Sorensen. Sorensen from West Allegheny High School, so a lot of Whippeal teams or product on this team. Fastball misses outside from Anderson. Was once up 0-2, now 3-2.
Guess it's a good time to shout out my favorite Whitfield school, Fort Cherry. Coach Earl Mathis up there in the Whitfield.
I believe they are, I think 1A or 2A. I think Fort Cherry is. One of our good buddies, Earl, in the Fort Cherry Red Rangers. That's right. That one's fouled back. 3-2. The count remains.
Excited to talk about football again. Excited to watch a couple of them. Matt Sig heading to Penn State. Eli Salvini, good running back for Fort Cherry. Never too early for
we're
football
still in
talk.
baseball. We're still in baseball mode here, Soup. Come on.
I'm itching.
Beast
there.
of the East championship here. Anderson. So that's a runner on second for West Hills. That one's popped up left side. Murray going out. Ernest coming in. He's calling for it. He makes a catch coming in. Nice catch out there from Brady Ernest on the run. Will be the second out of the inning. We'll bring up the catcher number 22, Aiden Provenzano. He grounded out to third last inning.
Jarrett, during practice when we do those infield flies, Cade Bloomquist at West Liberty used to say he used to just walk away and not just do the drill. Because he did not want anything to do with the pop-ups.
He did not like pop-ups. He used to have me running all over the place to try to catch him at short. So 2 outs here, bottom of the third inning. Curveball in there, strike run from Anderson to Provenzano. Hank Anderson sets, glove at the hip, kicks and grounded, foul up the left field line. Guys from the bullpen hopping out there on it. We need a baseball. Nobody has a baseball. We're out of baseballs. Nobody's got balls. Don't see that often. As Coach Meyer says, our last baseball up here in the press box. Our championship game, we're running low on baseballs. Foul balls flying all over the yard. And like we said, so we always tell that story of when we were at college when you would assign guys numbers, and whenever a foul ball would go, a guy would just yell a number, and if you were that number, you were a freshman. You had to go get it. That one skied to the right side. Cover going out. Billings coming in, and Braxton Billick coming on. Nobody's going to catch it. Throw home. Not in time, so just a lazy fly ball out to right field. Ends up falling in and will result in a run
Jared, that's the third,
for West Hills.
We've seen this year with this tournament. That right fielder either losing it in the sun or just playing too far back. He's not able to come get that play, but that's got to be the right fielder's fault.
I don't think Billings saw that off the bat. Cover was going out, tried to get there, and then Billick saw it, and by the time he got there, even with his speed, it fell in. So West Hills takes a 5-4 lead, bringing up the first baseman, number 11, Chris Sandor. He grounded out to short. His first time up. Misses outside as Anderson, ball 1. Yeah, that was a tough play there, especially because Billings didn't see it. Billick almost got there from center field. He went a long, long way. Cover wasn't able to get there. Misses inside. Ball 2, 2-0 to Sandor. Anderson shakes, yes. Likes what he sees. Kicks, delivers. Fastball swung on, driven deep to left field. That ball is way, way out of here. The 9-hitter, Chris Sandor, an absolute no-doubt shot to left field. Gives West Hills a 7-4 lead. My goodness, that ball was hit. Not often do you see a first baseman hitting 9, but it does not matter. That ball was crushed out to left field. Almost hit the batting cage out there about probably 20, 30 feet beyond the fence. That ball, no doubt, you can see the flags out in left center blowing straight to left, but I don't think the wind helped that one at all.
I'm going to try to do some Google Maths.
Wow. Try to get us a distance on that.
Get you a distance on that, Jer.
320 down the line. Coach Myers tells us as that one popped up from Malatak, falling again into right field, but Billings on the run, makes the catch, but not after. West Hill scores 3 in the bottom of the third. They take a 7-4 lead heading to the top of the fourth. We'll be right back.
For over 140 years, Belmont Savings Bank has been more than just a bank. We've been your neighbor, your supporter, and ingrained in your community. Cheering at Little League games to supporting our local schools and businesses, we've been here, growing together. And it's all because of you. Your trust, your dreams, your everyday moments help keep Belmont Savings Bank moving forward. So let's keep writing this story together. And when it's time to start your next chapter, Belmont Savings Bank will be here to lend a hand. Belmont Savings Bank. How may we help you today?
At TechnoCap, we're not just making closures, we're shaping the future of sustainable packaging. From beverage and beauty to pharmaceuticals and household goods, our metal closures are trusted by leading brands around the world. With a global reach and a local presence right here in Glendale, West Virginia, TechnoCap combines innovation, precision, and environmental responsibility. Discover the power of performance-driven packaging. Visit technocapclosures.com, where great products begin at the top.
Wheeling's favorite neighborhood hangout is still the place to be. Wakeham's Bar is under new ownership, but it's still the same great spot locals have loved for years. Famous for their world-renowned hot dogs and cold craft brews, Wakeham's is the perfect place to unwind, catch the game, or kick back to live music with friends. Come see what's new right in the heart of Wheeling at 2181 National Road. Same soul, new energy, only at Wakeham's Bar.
Welcome back in here to Patriot Field. After West Hill scores 3 in the bottom of the third, they take a 7-4 lead. Heading to the top of the fourth inning. Leading off for post one will be the third baseman, number 7, Rylan Robb. We have a new pitcher out on the bump for West Hills. It was the shortstop. Now pitching is Jake Federush. And we have a new shortstop. I'll get his name here in a second. First pitch fastball. Some velo in there from Federush. Swung on a miss by Robb. At it, shortstop will be, I believe that's AJ Cagnoy, if I'm not mistaken. Cagnoy number 15. Be 0-2 on Rylan Robb. So if I'm not mistaken, it should be Cagnoy in for Brody Malatak, the pitcher. He'll slide into that one spot, but we'll get a confirmation on that when they come up to hit. Here we go. Federush from the wind. Delivers. Fastball outside. Misses. 1-2 on Rylan Robb. Rylan flew out to left. His first at bat. Curveball swung on and missed. A Forum Energy strikeout for Federush. Jake Federush coming in. Spinning off a nice curveball. Roll the order back to the top for post one to the center fielder, number 8, Braxton Billick.
Jarrett, how about after
First
Rylan stepped out there, I was thinking about a pitch clock in high school. Arizona, actually, 22nd pitch clock in their high school games.
Oh, wow. It's probably the only state. Is that second pitch in there? 1-1 on Billick. Probably a pretty expensive. Federush up there ready to roll, and Billick called time. Looks like catcher a little upset that time was granted, but Billick wanted it. Federush not too happy. Going to take a little stroll behind the mound, so a little gamesmanship here going on. Federush working quick. Just blew a fastball right by Billick. Federush, look at this kid. I mean, he is ready to roll. My goodness.
An off-speed pitch here just would be
He is
cheating.
ready to roll. Jake Federush coming in, digging in that glove. Kicks, curveball, misses inside. Jake Federush was the shortstop. Moved in from the mound this inning. Struck out Robb to start the inning. That one hop out to short. Picked easily and thrown over. Nice play there by A.J. Cagnoy, I believe. His name is scratched out here on our roster, but I believe that's A.J. Cagnoy out there at short, who just came into the game, makes a nice play.
Ball was tattooed from Billick, too, just right to him.
Yeah, one hop right into Cagnoy's glove. Bring up the second baseman, number 22, Seth Cover. Seth struck out his first time up, then singled in the third inning. Federush to Cover, strike one. Federush again, working quick, swung on and missed. That looked like a changeup. Down low, located very nicely.
Well, he is getting up there.
Yeah, he is ready to go. As soon as Cover steps in, he's going to go. Shakes, delivers, swung on, driven to center field. Center fielder going back, and he will make a nice running catch deep into the left center field alley. So post one goes down 1-2-3. Heading to the bottom of the fourth, they trail 7-4.
Looking for a hometown insurance agency you can trust? Since 1999, Bernie Glenn Insurance and Financial Services has been protecting families and businesses in the northern panhandle of West Virginia and eastern Ohio. We're independent, giving you choice from top-rated national and regional carriers. And guided by a concierge-level experience, our energetic, honest, and determined team puts customers first every time. For home and auto to life and business insurance, we build relationships that matter. Need to pay a bill or access your policy online? It's easy with us. Protect your future with the agency you'd recommend to a friend. Call Bernie Glenn Insurance and Financial Services today at 304-277-3239 or visit BernieGlennInsurance.com. Bernie Glenn Insurance, building relationships, protecting futures.
Wheeling's favorite neighborhood hangout is still the place to be. Wakeham's Bar is under new ownership, but it's still the same great spot locals have loved for years. Famous for their world-renowned hot dogs and cold craft brews, Wakeham's is the perfect place to unwind, catch the game, or kick back to live music with friends. Come see what's new right in the heart of Wheeling at 2181 National Road. Same soul, new energy, only at Wakeham's Bar.
Looking for a hometown.
Welcome back here to Patriot Field. Here on the campus of Wheeling Park High School. Post one goes down 1-2-3 in the top of the fourth. Back here for the bottom of the fourth. Now pitching for post one, we number 26, Jake Brown. And we got our defensive changes for West Hills straightened out here. So that was not A.J. Cagnoy out at shortstop. I thought it was number 15. It was number 5. That was Danny Sorensen. Sorensen moved to shortstop from right field. The pitcher, Brody Malatak, went out to center field. The center fielder, Brett Kania, went to right field. And then the shortstop, who was Jake Federush, came in to pitch. So we'll set you again once they go out into the field. But here we go. Leading off for West Hills will be the left fielder, number 21, Owen Amy. Amy's 2 for 2 on the day, 2 singles for him. Jake Brown. And make it 3 singles for Amy. Shot into right field, and for a second, Billings thought he may have had a shot at first. That ball was hit so hard off the bat of Amy. So Amy, an aggressive hitter, 2 singles off the first pitch that he sees.
Jake Brown this year, hitters hitting .241 against him, an ERA under 1 at .875. Brown has 9 strikeouts on the season, 8 innings pitched. Be huge for him to keep this lead right where it is, give post one a chance, get back in this ball game.
Jake Brown started at second last game as Cover was on the mound for post one. Misses outside with a fastball, ball 1. Now up for West Hills is now the right fielder, who moved over from center, number 32, Brett Kania. I believe I'm saying that right. Kania. Brown misses outside with a fastball. 2-0. As Dawn checking back in on the stream, saying great game to watch. It sure is. Post one finds himself in a hole. Here in the bottom of the fourth. Fastball in there, 2-1.
Jarrett, we've got like endless stats right here. This is pretty cool. I just pulled this up on Jake Brown. His strike rate right now, every 4 pitches, he'll end up throwing a ball. Pretty good
Interesting
strike rate there.
Interesting stat there. As a runner takes off, swung on by Kenya, lifted into left field. Ernest going back. He'll make the catch. A runner, Amy, will head back to first. First out of the inning. Bring up the second baseman, the cleanup hitter, number 45, Colton Prosperi. He's walked. And I guess as we got an official scoring on that one, he was the one that grounded to third that ended up hitting the base runner. So said that is a hit for him, but scored as 5 unassisted.
Wow, how about that? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. First pitch from Brown in there for a strike.
Wonder how many of those guys that have 3,000 hits in their MLB career, how many of them have hit a player?
You know what? It's funny that we are talking about this because I saw a play in a minor league game the other day.
Purposely fielded
where,
it.
yes, as the runner takes off, Selman's throw down to second. Right on the money. What a throw from Jack Selman to cut down the runner, Owen Amy.
Selma with a bullet from behind
Nice
the plate.
tag from Seth Cover. Be the second out. Jake Brown loves it. Pointing to his catcher.
Big emphatic
Selman.
fist pump.
So that'll be the second out of the inning. Selman cuts down Amy trying to steal second. As I was saying, I saw in a minor league game the other day as that one's popped out to the right side, foul. It was a potential runner on second, first and second, potential double play ball. And the runner from second just literally grabbed the ball intentionally to kill it because it was most likely going to be a double play, and instead just one out. So smart plays. Brown misses up. Yeah, that's something to think about. I'm sure a lot of people now that they've seen that, some kids will try to do that. Probably a little different at this level because you're not guaranteed a double play, but at the higher levels, maybe see that more of that. The curveball in there from Jake Brown. Catches Prosperi looking for a Form Energy strikeout. Post one. Heads to the dugout. They still trail 7-4 heading to the top of the 5th inning.
Looking for a place to grow your career? Mail America is expanding, and we want you on our team. We're a nationally trusted name in direct mail marketing, serving over 8,000 customers coast to coast. If you're hardworking, dependable, and ready to join a company on the rise, we want to hear from you. Send your resume today to MikeW@MailAmerica.com and take the first step toward a rewarding future with Mail America. Mail America, trusted, growing, hiring.
We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you. We've got it down to a science, an absolute state of art. We do it all, restoration, cleaning, and reconstruction. When disaster strikes, just pick up the phone. We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you.
Welcome back here to Patriot Field. As West Hills 26 leads Wheeling Post 1 7-4. Coach down on the field got a little info for us.
Yeah, I was over in the Post 1 dugout that last inning when that fly ball dropped in. Coach Henry was not happy at all giving it to Post 1. Little unrest in their dugout right now. It's understandable. They haven't had their backs against the wall for 4 straight days, and now they're up against it, and a little unrest over there. That Selman throwing that guy out was a big plus for them.
As you can see, after the inning, Coach Henry grabbed Braxton and Zaid just before they got in the dugout, had a little talk with them, but Jackson Murray will lead off the top of the 5th for Post 1. Ahead 2-0. As that one's driven deep to center field. Center fielder going back, see if he can make a catch. And off of his glove, he runs into the wall and falls in front of the track. Jackson Murray, once again, another double.
Unbelievable effort there, Jeremy.
A great effort now out there from Brody Malatak, who moved out there from the pitcher's mound last inning. Almost an incredible catch. We've seen some crazy plays this weekend, but what's new? Jackson Murray, another double. Gets Post 1 rolling here
Center
at the top of the 5th.
Thumbs up.
Joe with a nice shot on our camera there. Saying Brody is all right.
What's the saying,
Good to
Jared?
see he's good.
Taxes, Pirates under 500, and Jackson Murray doubles.
I'd say that sounds about right. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, the right fielder, number 1, Zaid Billings. Zaid singled, reached on an error by the third baseman. Takes a first pitch strike. Jake Federush up there working quick. Takes a ball as Billings.
Really thought our Buccos were going to bounce back, man, after that win streak. They go to Seattle and get embarrassed.
Well, we can't score now. We've used all of our offense up. That one bounces away from the catcher, Provenzano. Murray will head down to third with nobody out. Billings trying to do a job here.
The catcher just slid over after a pass ball right next to the dugout, and someone yelled at the catcher. And Coach Dustin Henry did not like something that one of the kids yelled. Neither did the catcher for West Hills.
Baseball banter. Nothing like it. 3-1 on Zaid Billings, the cleanup hitter. Give Zaid going to call time. If he can't do the job here. Infielders all back for West Hills. Going to concede a run here, up 3. Smart decision. Actually, shortstop kind of creeping up towards halfway as a curveball. 3-1 curveball. Drops in for a strike. 3-2 on Zaid Billings. Interesting. The second baseman pretty far back into the outfield grass. Shortstop about halfway, and Zaid swung. He couldn't hold up. That'll be strike 3 as Billings, they're going to say, is out of the baseline. Actually, a pretty nice move there. It wasn't tagged, but they said he was out of the baseline, was the umpire. Guys laughing down there. It was a pretty good move. I don't know if Zaid plays football or basketball. That was a pretty nifty move to get around the catcher there, but either way, he's out. It'll be a Form Energy strikeout from Federush. Bring up the first baseman, number 13, Rocco Dijon Domenico. Rocco grounded out to short and walked in this game. Takes a fastball, misses upstairs, 2-0 on Rocco. Rocco having himself a nice tournament defensively and offensively. Honestly, all these guys are. As that curveball misses low. 3-0 on the 5-hitter, Rocco Dijon Domenico.
Federush, they actually got some stats here. Sits at 86 for his velo.
Yeah, he brings it a little bit, this Federush. He gets up there and goes. We keep saying, and that's a balk. As just as I said, he gets up there and goes. Going to call a balk, say that he didn't come set. And we've seen it. I think that's at least probably the 4th or 5th time that we've seen that been called this weekend. So post one gets a run back. Make it 7-5 in favor of West Hills. Count remains 3-0 on Rocco. See if he can't get another runner on for post one. Federush delivers. Rocco takes a fastball in there. Strike 1. It'll be Jake Brown on deck, who came in to pitch behind Henry Anderson. Rocco takes ball 4 inside. Federush walks Dijon Domenico. Will bring up, as I said, the pitcher, Jake Brown.
Jarrett, the facilities up here, I was just looking at this as he was walking down to first base. The facilities, when you look out to left field out there with this turf field, and then you have the softball field out there, everything just looks brand new. It looks so nice up here at Wheeling Park.
It is beautiful. It's amazing what it used to look like back in the day. As the first pitch from Federush in there for a strike. That used to be just a field out there to the left field.
Used to practice.
Yeah,
out
the
there.
brand. Yeah, they used to have that that tower out there out behind the right field of the softball field. Jake Brown, his first at bat of this game, fouled it back. We saw Jake down at Subway in between games.
Good healthy cut.
Well, we saw Zaid and who else did we see down there, Joe? We saw Jake, Zaid, and I think Ethan Clark was down there at Subway. We didn't end up getting Subway because it took too long. We went to Sheets instead. Jake Brown Down 0-2 to Jake Federush.
Jared, what do you think we got to do to get a go-kart track up there in the left field of the softball field? There's a ton of land
maybe we
left
can get
up there.
Coach Nardoni on that. As I'm surprised he wasn't called for a block again there was Federush. He didn't come set long at all. Federush set, delivers. Jake Brown drives one to left
smoked.
field. Left fielder going back, and he will make the catch. Was hit right at him, but a few steps back. Nice catch on the back pedal by left fielder Owen Amy. So Jake Brown hits it hard, but right at the left fielder will bring up the catcher, number 2, Jack Selman. Jack walked and had a big double down the left field line, his last at bat. Federush checks on Rocco. Don't think Rocco's going anywhere. Federush delivers to Selman. Fastball in there for strike 1.
Trying to time how fast his set is. I have my second counter here.
I don't really know if there's a certain time that you got to come set. I think it's just at least a little pause. That's good. He's definitely set there. Selman misses. Federush misses up and into Selman.
Sure, this has nothing to do with his pause there, but he might have got away with a balk right there when he twisted his glove.
Yeah,
in a
I saw that. I
motion there
did
with
see
a
that
twitch in
he
his
was
hand.
he was digging. Curveball, nice pitch from Federush in there for strike 2. Jack Selman, as we said, had a big 3-run homer in Game 1 today. Curveball outside, missed 2-2. On the catcher, Selman.
Selman getting better and better throughout this year. It's fun watching him hit right now.
Crouched down in his stance. Looked like maybe a changeup or something there. Missed high. Dugout loved the take. 3-2 on Jack Selman. 2 outs. Top of the 5th inning. Post 1 trails 7-5. Rocco DiGiandomenico takes his lead off of first. He'll be off with the pitch. Selman swings and misses. Nice pitch from Federush. They get a Form Energy strikeout. Gets West Hills back into the dugout. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. They lead 5-7-5.
Craving the great outdoors without giving up the comforts of home? Come camp with style at Glamp Life, your luxury retreat just south of Salt Fork State Park. Explore scenic trails, relax on a sandy beach, or fish in a private lake stocked with bass, bluegill, and more. Stay in lakeside A-frames, forest cabins, a retro Airstream, or roll in with your RV. With full hookups and a dump station ready. Just minutes from Cambridge and a quick drive from Columbus, Pittsburgh, or Cleveland. Glamp Life is your next unforgettable escape. Book today at glamplife.com.
At TechnoCap, we're not just making closures, we're shaping the future of sustainable packaging. From beverage and beauty to pharmaceuticals and household goods, our metal closures are trusted by leading brands around the world. With a global reach and a local presence right here in Glendale, West Virginia, TechnoCap combines innovation, precision, and environmental responsibility. Discover the power of performance-driven packaging. Visit technocapclosures.com, where great products begin at the top.
Wheeling's favorite neighborhood hangout is still the place to be. Wakeham's Bar is under new ownership, but it's still the same great spot locals have loved for years. Famous for their world-renowned hot dogs and cold craft brews, Wakeham's is the perfect place to unwind, catch the game, or kick back to live music with friends. Come see what's new right in the heart of Wheeling at 2181 National Road. Same soul, new energy, only at Wakeham's Bar.
Welcome back here to Patriot Field. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning is West Hills leads post 1, 7-5, and I believe Coach has a Malatak down there on the field.
Yeah, I got Brody Malatek down here in the dugout. Talk about that almost terrific catch.
I thought I had it, it was in the glove, hit the wall and just bounced out, Should have been caught, but it's hard play.
Did you get hurt?
Nah. I mean, it hurt a little bit, Fence didn't bend as much as I thought it would, but we're all good.
Oh, excellent effort. Good job.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, guys, back to you.
Thanks, Coach, and thanks, Brody, for taking the time. Seems like a good kid, having fun out there. Said he didn't think the fence bent as much as he thought it was gonna, as he put his entire body into it. So, good thing he's okay. Leading off for West Hills here in the bottom of the fifth will be the pitcher, number 18, Jake Federush. Federush struck out looking his first time up and then walked in the third inning. Takes a first pitch fastball in there, strike one. Jake Brown on for his second inning of work.
Jared, I want you to pay attention to that strike rate that I just saw in those stats. He just fills it up, but that's why he's effective. I think he's going to get hit hard every now and then, but he's going to throw a lot of strikes, give his defense a chance to get him out of the innings.
Jake Brown 0-2 ahead of Federush. Change up, tapped foul to left side, fielded nicely by Coach Malatak. Nice throw on the money back to Jake Brown. Oh and 2 still on Jake Federush. Brown misses up with a fastball. One and 2 on Federush. Jake Brown from the wide. Grounded left side. Murray on the run. Not able to get there, so a leadoff single on a 1-2 pitch by Jake Federush. It's West Hills started the bottom of the fifth. We'll bring up the third baseman, number 3, David Oberschelp. Oberschelp struck out in the first inning. Flew out to center in the third. Brown from the set. Fastball upstairs. Oberschelp checks his swing. Where's Oberschelp go to school, Soup?
Oberschelp, he is a Peters Township kid.
Peters Township. Used to play them back in the day. Travel ball in Little League. Always a good program. That one's blooped into right center field. Billick not able to get there. That'll drop in for a single. So back-to-back singles for West Hills. Has them in business. Bring up the shortstop, number 5, Danny Sorensen. See what West Hills decides to do here. See if they want to bunt. Haven't seen them really play any small ball yet. Sorensen way back in the box. I doubt if he's going to try to bunt, but you never know here. Rob about even with the bag. Rocco holding the runner on at first. First and second. Fastball inside. Ball one to Danny Sorensen. Danny doubled in the first inning and then flew out to left field in his second at bat. Jake Brown 1-0. Sorensen. That's delivers. Fastball missed low. 2-0 on Sorensen. Would love a ground ball with Jake Brown.
Right to Ryland would be great. Step on third.
Jake Brown. Glove about waist high. Kicks. Missed upstairs. 3-0 to Sorensen. It looks like we're going to have a little bit of action. Some guys starting to make their way down to the bullpen for post one. Like Donovan Jones. Maybe Tucker Doty. Jake Brown 3-0 on Danny Sorensen. That one's in there. Strike one. 3-1.
Sorensen again. His last at bat, he wasn't agreeing with the pitches. He did not like that call there.
3-1 on a shortstop. Originally was the right fielder. Moved into short. That fastball misses inside. Ball 4. Jake Brown walks Sorensen to load the bases for the catcher, number 22, Aiden Provenzano. Post one finding themselves in trouble right now as Coach Malatak going to take a timeout, talk to Provenzano, give me the chance to tell you about Technocap Closures, a global leader in metal packaging with a proud presence right here in the Ohio Valley. From food and beverage to cosmetics and pharmaceuticals, Technocap manufactures high-quality closures and packaging solutions trusted by major brands around the world. With innovation, sustainability, and local jobs at the forefront, Technocap is helping shape the future of manufacturing. Learn more at technocapclosures.com. And while Coach Henry heads out to the bump to talk with his infield and Jake Brown, I'll tell you also about T&Y Payroll Pros, your hometown resource for expert tax, accounting, and financial services. Whether you're a business owner looking for smart bookkeeping solutions or just need help navigating your personal taxes, James Taylor and his team have the experience and dedication to get the job done right. Conveniently located in the Ohio Valley and trusted by clients for over 30 years. Visit jamestaylorcpa.com to learn more. I believe Coach has some more for us.
Yeah, I got Chris Sandor down here. He's the one that hit that bomb last time. Did you know it was gone?
As soon as it was off the bat.
Farthest ball you've ever hit?
Probably. I was crushed.
What's the plan this time?
We're going to go for a nice single backside probably.
What's the M stand for in your house?
Moon, it's my high school.
Moon Township. That's Chris Sandor on deck.
All right. Well, to tell you what, interviews you won't get anywhere else. As Jake Brown delivers a pitch to... That's Aiden Provenzano, blooped into center field for a single. They'll go station to station. Does West Hills. They'll tack on another run. Get that run back from last inning. Make it 8-5. West Hills on the first pitch after the mound visit. Off the fists of Aiden Provenzano. And probably if Seth Cover's not playing up there, he probably has a chance to catch that ball. But since they were playing up, that's the risky run.
Soup, I like that he was honest enough to say that ball was
crushed. Yeah, I like that. Chris Sandor coming up, and we just talked to with the bases loaded, trying to do some more damage. His last time up, fouled back, hit an absolute bomb out to left field. I like that a lot. He said, yeah, ball was crushed. That's great. That's awesome.
Soup, I wonder if a couple of years ago his buddies would have called him the Hound.
Oh, Job, now we're talking. Game of Thrones reference there. Appreciate the knowledge out of your brain, Job.
We are out of baseballs once again. Coach Myers dropping some balls down the net here. As we said, we're running low on baseballs here in our final game of the Beast of the East. So this inning has gone single, walk, single. West Hills takes an 8-5 lead. Bases remain loaded. Nobody out for West Hills. Jake Brown, again, would love a ground ball right here. He definitely would trade two for a run. Brown fouled away to Sandor. Said Sandor from Moon Township. Jake Brown from the Wine misses upstairs for a ball. 1-2 on Sandor. Yep, 1-2 on Chris. Jake Brown would love a strikeout or a ground ball. Like I said, Brown from the Wine, fouled away by Sandor. Jake Brown came in for Henry Anderson. Sandor, strong-looking right-handed hitter. Hands low at about his shoulder height. Brown misses low, 2-2. Bases loaded, nobody out for West Hills. Jake Brown from the Wind misses low again, kicks away from Selman, but no advance.
Nice play there from Selman to keep that in front of him. Might have saved a run.
Count runs full. It was once an 0-2 count Sandor works it full. A huge pitch in this game right here. Maybe the biggest so far. Post one finds themselves down 8-5. Jake Brown deals. That one's tapped right on the plate and going to be a foul ball just nearly. That ball looked like it hit the plate and kind of spun back.
If Selman takes a step in front of that plate and he's in fair, he can reach over and grab that, correct?
I believe it
That's not a
still
fair
would be
ball?
a foul ball. I believe it still would be a foul ball, but that was a very good call by our home plate umpire. There's an interesting bounce on that ball. I think it hit the plate. Bounced straight up into the air. And Selman fielded it in foul territory. Umpire was right on it. Jake Brown, full count again. That one, fastball in there.
Paints
on
the
the
corner.
outside corner. Great pitch from Jake Brown for a Form Energy strikeout. A huge strikeout of Chris Sandor. Rolls the order over to the top for the center fielder, Brody Malatak, who almost made a great catch last inning. One down, bases remain loaded. Jake Brown to Malatak, ground ball to short. 6, 4, 3, double
Great
play. Just what Jake Brown needed.
Seth
A
Cover's
big time work from Jake Brown to work out of the bases loaded, nobody out jam. Although West Hills does score one, we head to the top of the 6th inning. West Hills leads 8-5.
Insurance agency you can trust? Since 1999, Bernie Glenn Insurance and Financial Services has been protecting families and businesses in the northern panhandle of West Virginia and eastern Ohio. We're independent, giving you choice from top-rated national and regional carriers. And guided by a concierge-level experience, our energetic, honest, and determined team puts customers first every time. For home and auto to life and business insurance, we build relationships that matter. Need to pay a bill or access your policy online? It's easy with us. Protect your future with the agency you'd recommend to a friend. Call Bernie Glenn Insurance and Financial Services today at 304-277-3239 or visit BernieGlennInsurance.com. Bernie Glenn Insurance, building relationships, protecting futures.
At TechnoCap, we're not just making closures, we're shaping the future of sustainable packaging. From beverage and beauty to pharmaceuticals and household goods, our metal closures are trusted by leading brands around the world. With a global reach and a local presence right here in Glendale, West Virginia, TechnoCap combines innovation, precision, and environmental responsibility. Discover the power of performance-driven packaging. Visit TechnoCapClosures.com, where great products begin at the top.
Welcome back in Patriot Field. Here's post one. Works out of a big time. Bases loaded, nobody out jam, but does give up one run. They trail 8-5 heading to the top of the 6th inning. Leading off for post one's the left fielder, number 21, Brady Ernest, as he drives one down the right field line. Twisting foul. We did have a switch for West Hills. It's Bryson Zuris will come in and play first base now for Chris Sandor. Again, Bryson Zuris as Ernest pops one up. As that one's falling fast, center fielder Malatak coming on. He'll make the catch. The first out of the inning will bring up the third baseman, number 7, Rylan Robb. So Zuris, Bryson Zuris in for Sandor at first. Z-I-R-W-A-S, pronounced Zuris. Robb takes a ball.
Zyrus.
Zyrus, okay. See, that's twice now Coach has told me the wrong pronunciation. He's got it written on this paper. Coach, how do you pronounce it?
Cody Zyrus.
Zyrus. You led me astray.
I have the long, whatever that thing's called over
Umlaut.
Zyrus, okay, Zyrus.
Chris is
There we go. Bryson Zyrus out at first base now.
There was a Chris just on my mind. So, by the way, it's Chris Pavlik's birthday today.
Yes,
happy birthday, Chris.
Yes, happy birthday to
Go
our Pine
team.
Room.
Hot hike.
Chris Pavlik.
It's also Gia Campbell's 21st birthday.
And Gia's birthday. Happy birthday, Gia and Chris. Ryland takes a ball upstairs. 3-0 on Ryland.
Your birthday's not anywhere near.
You guys excited for yours? You guys turned
Fastball
32
in
this
there.
year?
How's Nick?
Ryland takes a fastball. 3-1 on Rob.
You guys are getting old. You guys technically
Rob
could have been in the class above you.
I know. As Rob trying to work on for post one, swings and misses on a 3-1 pitch. Full to Ryland, who flew out to left field. Struck out his second time up. He'll call time. Federush still out on the bump for West Hills. And he'll miss upstairs with a fastball. Post one gets a base runner on the top of the sixth. We'll roll the order over to the top. It'll be the pesky number 8, center fielder Braxton Billick.
Jared, that third baseman stays back there.
Yep, I'm going to say that Braxton is definitely going to put this one down. Left field line, he squares. And another balk. Called on Federush. Says that he didn't come set, and he's going to go have a word with the umpire. Looks like he strutted off real hard, shaking his head. Doesn't agree with the call, but another balk called.
Joe, can we zoom in on
it
Zyrus?
actually kind of hurts
I imagine
Braxton.
we're going to see a very, very long pause here.
We sure do. Is Billick actually going to call time?
A little head game
So
now between Billick and Zyrus.
Federush can't win. He goes too quick. He's called for a balk. He takes too long. Billick calls time. So here we go. Federush sets. Couple looks. Braxton takes a fastball. Strike one. After Braxton squared, third baseman came all the way up about even with the bag. I'd like to see Braxton even try it. Even though he's up, try it again. Why not? And he's going to call time again.
1-1 on the count, right?
He made exactly 7 looks back to second there. I just counted.
Should be 0-1 on
0-1.
Billick because that first pitch didn't count because the balk was called. So Ryland Robb out at second base. Post one trails 8-5 to West Hills. That one swung on and missed from Billick. Federush pumping it in there right now. Love to see Braxton get on here. And that tying run up to the plate. It looked like Rob was signaling out there to Billick that like curveball. He wasn't even being discreet about it. It just almost looked like he was saying curveball coming. So see if he does that again. He's signaling again.
Fastball's coming here.
We're probably giving things away. That
Yeah,
fastball
he's got it. Ryland's got
fouled back.
Ryland's got the signs.
I'm not even trying to be
You're right. He took
about
that
it.
right
I mean,
hand and
that's
he
like
flashed his glove.
Not even. If you can watch here on the stream, take a look at Ryland Robb out on second here on this pitch. See if he does it again. Didn't get it that
He
time.
yelled it.
Is that one lifted into right field? Right fielder does see it. He'll make the catch. Robb going to tag. Throw to third. Bounced away, but Robb will head into second or into third with 1 out. There's with 2 out. We'll bring up the second baseman, number 22, Seth Cover. Post one again, trailing 8-5. Top of the 6th, 2 outs. And they're going to appeal to second. He says he left in time. Maybe some barking over in the West Hills dugout. We're going to... And somebody just got tossed.
pitched.
Somebody just got tossed from West Hills. Don't know if that was the head coach, Malatak, but home plate umpire.
No, the catcher.
Or is that the
catcher just
or
got
was it our
pitched.
catcher?
Yeah, the
What
catcher.
the catcher, Aiden Provenzano, just got pitched from the game. Don't know what he said. Is the head coach? Malatak going to go out and have a couple words with the umpire. But, yeah, I believe Aiden Provenzano has just been thrown out of this game.
Wait, Jared, they only had 10 kids, right? And a substitution?
The umpire's telling
So
coach to back up.
Jared, they
we
might
gotta
have to play
figure
with
out.
8.
We're going to have to figure out what they're going to do here. Coach, are you down there? Have any idea what's going on right now? Trying to get Coach dialed in here.
Yeah,
somebody,
I'm
and I
down
believe
here.
the head coach just got pitched.
Yeah,
I believe Coach Malatak just got run.
Yeah, Aiden Provenzano said, I guess he said, making this all about.
He said, the head coach just said, I'm going to make it worth it.
Aiden Provenzano said, you're making this all about you to the home plate umpire. And then I'm not sure what the head coach just said, but West Hills, in trouble here not having enough guys.
As we are going to have some more words here as the home plate umpire saying the head coach Jason Malatak threatened him. So some fireworks here in this Beast of the East championship as the catcher Aiden Provenzano has been tossed from the game, as well as head coach Jason Malatak. We'll take a quick break here. We'll be back here with all the changes and what the heck is going on here in this championship. What do you got, Joe? We'll head to break. We'll be right back here in a moment.
At TechnoCap, we're not just making closures, we're shaping the future of sustainable packaging. From beverage and beauty to pharmaceuticals and household goods, our metal closures are trusted by leading brands around the world. With a global reach and a local presence right here in Glendale, West Virginia, TechnoCap combines innovation, precision, and environmental responsibility. Discover the power of performance-driven packaging. Visit TechnoCapClosures.com, where great products begin at the top.
If your business needs an ATM, call the ATM man, Stan Staszynski, a former Post 1 player and proud supporter of Wheeling American Legion Post 1 baseball. Need it fast? The ATM man offers same-day ATM placement. Are your credit card processing fees too high? Call the ATM man today at 304-215-3165. Locally owned but local service. Whether you need credit card processing or ATM placement, call the ATM man at 304-215-3165. That's 304-215-3165.
Looking for a smarter way to manage your business finances? James Taylor, CPA in Wheeling, West Virginia, is your go-to pro for hassle-free bookkeeping, payroll, tax prep, and more. Powered by secure cloud-based software. Accessible, efficient, personalized. With 15-plus years of experience, James brings peace of mind to your numbers so you can focus on what matters most, growing your business. Call 304-905-8372 or visit jamestaylorcpa.com. Accounting made simple, the way it should be.
For over 140 years, Belmont Savings Bank has been more than just a bank. We've been your neighbor, your supporter, and ingrained in your community. Cheering at Little League games to supporting our local schools and businesses, we've been here, growing together. And it's all because of you. Your trust, your dreams, your everyday moments help keep Belmont Savings Bank moving forward. So let's keep writing this story together. And when it's time to start your next chapter, Belmont Savings Bank will be here to lend a hand. Belmont Savings Bank. How may we help you today?
Looking for a hometown insurance agency you can trust? Since 1999, Bernie Glenn Insurance and Financial Services has been protecting families and businesses in the northern panhandle of West Virginia and eastern Ohio. We're independent, giving you choice from top-rated national and regional carriers. And guided by a concierge-level experience, our energetic, honest, and determined team puts customers first every time. For home and auto to life and business insurance, we build relationships that matter. Need to pay a bill or access your policy online? It's easy with us. Protect your future with the agency you'd recommend to a friend. Call Bernie Glenn Insurance and Financial Services today at 304-277-3239 or visit BernieGlennInsurance.com. Bernie Glenn Insurance, building relationships, protecting futures.
Back here at Patriot Field after some fireworks on this 4th of July weekend in the championship of the Beast of the East in the 19U division. Coach down there on the field got a little bit more information. What the heck is going on here?
Yeah, good, really tough way to end a really good game here. It's been a really good game. West Hills is going to have to play with 8 guys now because they already made a substitution. They only have 10 guys. They're going to have to play with 8. So obviously 2 outfielders. They can't put the sub back in. So Provenzano's gone, and then the head coach. The head coach just come in and tried to pull his team off the field, but the team wouldn't let him do it. They want to stay and play. So try to get back to action here. The fans are a little unruly down here too. Things have calmed down considerably though, and I think we're going to move on here. I'll try to expand on what happened exactly. But Aiden Provenzano has been thrown out. Head coach has been thrown out. And we're back to action here, and West Hills are going to have to play with 8 guys the rest of the way out.
Man, and an unfortunate way to end this thing because it's been a really good game, and now unfortunate that they got to play with 8 guys, and it looks like Brody Malatak moving in from center field will go behind the dish.
A lot of room out there
here
for
we
base
go.
hits,
Seth Cover up, takes a curveball, first pitch.
If anything,
in
I
there
think
for
that
a
definitely sparks some inspiration into the post 1 dugout.
Yeah, that's tough as that pitch misses down.
All up like a bunch of dogs at the butcher's factory right now.
Jake Federouche still in for West Hills. So if you're just joining us, it's the head coach and the catcher, Aiden Provenzano for West Hills, has been thrown out of this game. West Hills only had 10 guys, already made a substitution, so has to play with 8 players, 2 outfielders. Seth Cover up, 1-2 on him, 2 down, top of the 6th. Post 1 trails 8-5 as Cover drives one to left field. Left fielder moving over, and even with 2 outfielders, the left fielder going to make the catch, and that will end the inning. Post 1 fails to score. And the score will remain 8-5 heading to the bottom of the 6th.
At TechnoCap, we're not just making closures, we're shaping the future of sustainable packaging. From beverage and beauty to pharmaceuticals and household goods, our metal closures are trusted by leading brands around the world. With a global reach and a local presence right here in Glendale, West Virginia, TechnoCap combines innovation, precision, and environmental responsibility. Discover the power of performance-driven packaging. Visit TechnoCapClosures.com, where great products begin at the top.
If your business needs an ATM, call the ATM man, Stan Staszynski, a former Post 1 player and proud supporter of Wheeling American Legion Post 1 baseball. Need it fast? The ATM man offers same-day ATM placement. Are your credit card processing fees too high? Call the ATM man today at 304-215-3165. Locally owned but local service. Whether you need credit card processing or ATM placement, call the ATM man at 304-215-3165. That's 304-215-3165.
Welcome back here to Patriot Field after a wild top of the 6th inning. Coach down there on the field. Coach, what do you got for us?
You just got a lot of edgy people down here now. You just got to hope this thing ends without any more controversy, I guess. The umpire said that the head coach threatened him and after the game, so we're going to make sure that he gets escorted. These guys get escorted to their cars without any further incident. Just like to finish the game out here clean as possible because there's a lot of tension down here right now.
Yeah, again, really an unfortunate ending to this great Beats of the East. As that one's grounded to third, Rob getting over his head. So another one that we've seen. Owen Amy, that is his 4th hit. He's swinging at the first pitch again. Amy is 4 for 4. With 4 singles.
Seeing beach balls right now for him.
3 of the 4 on the first pitch, swinging. So a leadoff single for West Hills will bring up the right fielder, number 32, Brett Kenya. Kenya's doubled, singled, and flown out to left field. Pitch from Jake Brown, misses down. Again, kind of post one in a little bit of a catch-22 right here because, if you win, it's like, you win against a team that's got 8 guys, and if you lose, you just lost to a team with 8 guys right now. So, again, an unfortunate turn of this game. It really is kind of in a weird position in this game. But nobody out, runner on first for West Hills. That one's fouled right over the post one dugout.
A little too close to those cameras for Jub's life.
Yeah, I didn't like that. That was a little close. 2-1 on Brett Kenya. Jake Brown from the set. Kicks and fires, misses outside. 3-1 on Kenya. Pirates just starting up. Nothing. End of the first inning. Nothing.
Paul
Nothing, like I
Skeens,
said.
no
Paul
today.
Skeens on the mound. Jake Brown kicks, runner bluffs in first, and Kenya takes a walk. So the first 2 guys reach for West Hills. Bring up the second baseman, number 45, Colton Prosperi. Prosperi's walked. He grounded and hit the runner back in the second inning where we tried to figure out what the scoring was on that one, and then struck out looking. What do you got, Subi?
I think this was a rule when we were like 10 years old, but will they have to take an out when they get to that? Yes. We're hearing yes back here.
Yes,
in the press
they
box.
will. That's a good point there, Soup. So
Coach Dell just came out onto the field and was shaking yes.
So you couldn't play with 6 guys.
Yeah,
well, you could.
Yeah,
it just depends where they're at in the lineup.
Yeah, so they will have to take an out. That will be in the Aiden Provenzano spot. That's the 8th spot in the order. Right now they're in the cleanup, so 4 batters away. An interesting dynamic, though. That would be interesting if that would come down to it.
Let's say the 1, 2, and 3 batters get ejected. You've only got them.
Then that means
if you come up in the next inning and the 1, 2, and 3 spot are
they
in,
would just stay out in the field. That's interesting. I wonder if that's ever happened. I'm sure it's had to before. Jake Brown. Runners on first and second for West Hill. Nobody out. 3-1 on Colton Prosperi. Jake Brown struggling to find the zone right now. Brown kicks, misses upstairs. Another walk from Jake Brown. Will load the bases.
If you were going to capitalize on this in any fashion, this is certainly not the way you want to do it.
Yeah, so Jake Federush comes up. He struck out looking his first time up, walked, and then singled. And Coach Henry going to go out and talk to Jake Brown. I'll give a shout out to all of our sponsors here today and throughout this entire weekend. TNY Payroll Pros, Techno Cap Closures, Mail America, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, Bernie Glenn Insurance, ATM Man Stan Stazensky, Wakeham's Bar, Schmidt Brothers Sunoco, S&D Painting, Glamp Life, Tenant Law Office, Belmont Savings Bank, and our strikeout sponsor today, Muxty Distributing and Form Energy. I had a Form. I finished mine up here a little bit ago. Great drink. I've enjoyed having them this whole weekend. It's got us through this long weekend as we were winding it down. We'll take a quick break here in Lone. Actually, Coach wants it down on the field. Coach, go ahead.
Yeah, I got official ruling from Roberto down here, the home plate umpire, that they will officially have to take an out in that spot, and you cannot finish the game with less than 8. So they are going to have to keep their tongues bit if something arises, because they get one more guy tossed.
Coach, do we know why? Do you know why you can't finish it?
It's a good question, Soup. I was thinking the same thing.
Technically, you could have 7 out there.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I don't know. That's a great question. Why why you can't play with 7. But anyway, official from Roberto Patterson down here, the home plate umpire. So that's where we are. So I think Provenzano comes up in about 3 more batters.
He sure does. It'll be Federush, Oberschelp, Sorensen, and then Provenzano's spot. So could definitely have some interesting situation here with Provenzano coming up in 4 batters.
Jarrett, the rules typically require a minimum of 8 players to field a team and avoid a forfeit. So it's just that number 7. Is like
that's interesting. I mean, like you said,
why can't you play with 6?
I guess they're saying. I mean, I don't know though, because maybe you can play with 3 infielders and 2 outfielders, or 1 outfielder. I don't know. I guess maybe for like the integrity of the game. I'm not sure. That's a really good question. I'd like to know that from
the rule says this is because having fewer players makes it impossible to field a complete team and maintain fair play.
Yeah, I mean that's what I would think. Maybe just like for the integrity of the game. But here we go. Tucker Doty coming on now for post 1. For Jake Brown. Post 1 infield playing up. Try to cut down that run with Jake Federush up for West Hills as they lead 8-5. Doty's first pitch misses for ball 1. If you're just joining us, West Hills in the top of the 6th inning had their catcher and head coach tossed from this game. As that one's grounded to third. Rob, what a play! Steps on third, throws over to first. Wild. But West Hills does score a run. Rob to his right made a nice pick on it. Got 1 out of that. But West Hills, like I said, does score to give them a 9-5 lead.
Jarrett, there was an instance in 2017 where Alabama was playing Minnesota, and Alabama's entire bench and 2 players got ejected. They finished the game with 3 players. Basketball.
I thought you were talking about baseball.
No. 2017
Doty misses outside with a curveball. First and second for West Hills. We'll bring up the third base and number 3, David Oberschelp. Fastball up from Doty, misses high. Oberschelp struck out, flew out to center field, and singled in this game. 9-5, West Hills 26 leads. Doty misses again with a fastball, 3-0 to Oberschelp. Doty got to try to find the zone here as he does on that 3-0 pitch, 3-1. Tucker Doty from the set, kicks, delivers, misses low with a fastball, so a walk from Doty, loads the bases again, and we'll bring up the third baseman, the shortstop, number 5, Danny Sorensen. So here's where things get interesting. Now, if Sorensen makes an out, the inning will be over because Provenzano's spot is up next. He would be on deck, but since he's tossed from this game, like we said, that spot will create an out, and he'll ground one to short. Murray to third. Good, smart play there. Really smart play to get that out at third because now the inning will be over because Provenzano's spot is up next. And a smart play by Murray to get that sure out at third. And our umpire, Roberta, letting us know that, yes, that is the end of the inning. So a really smart play there from Murray to make sure that he got that out.
It's unbelievable, Jared. It's like in baseball, if it can happen, it will happen.
It is. It's amazing. We're talking about it, and it does happen. So a 6-5 put out, and then with Provenzano's spot coming up, we'll end the inning. We'll head to the 7th. Post 1 trails 9-5.
Looking for a smarter way to manage your business finances? James Taylor, CPA in Wheeling, West Virginia, is your go-to pro for hassle-free bookkeeping, payroll, tax prep, and more. powered by secure cloud-based software. Accessible, efficient, personalized. With 15 plus years of experience, James brings peace of mind to your numbers so you can focus on what matters most, growing your business. Call 304-905-8372 or visit jamestaylorcpa.com. Accounting made simple, the way it should be.
Folks, welcome back in here to Patriot Field. Just wanted to make a correction that it is 10-5. It's 10-5 in favor of West Hills. Again, that was bases loaded with that ground ball, so that run does score, even though Provenzano's spot isn't out. So that run does score. 10-5, West Hills leads.
I also cannot go back on my scoreboard on the stream. So it is 10-5 and not 9-5.
Yeah, 10-5. That just was another thing that we just kind of overlooked there. Forgot that it was bases loaded, and with that ground ball, that run does come and score. So, yes, 10-5, West Hills leads, not 9-5. 10-5, West Hills. Welcome back in here to Patriot Field. Run down our sponsors one more time over this weekend before we wrap up here in a little bit. T&Y Payroll Pros, Techno Cap Closures, Mail America, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, Bernie Glenn Insurance, ATM Man Stan Stazensky, Wakeham's Bar, Schmidt Brothers Sunoco, S&D Painting, Glamp Life, Tenant Law Office, Belmont Savings Bank, and Form Energy and Muxie Distributing. Going to be Jake Federush to try to close this one out for West Hills and win the Beast of the East with just 8 players out on the field right now. But how things have gone for Post 1, I would be shocked if they didn't make this thing interesting. First time that they've had a significant deficit late in games.
Not only have they been in a significant deficit, this is the first time we've seen a 7th inning in 4 days.
That's right. That's right. A 7th inning for the first. That's what I was saying. I wrote 7s on my scorecard, but haven't got there. So here we go. Top of the 7th inning. Post 1 trails West Hills 10-5. After a wild top of the 6th inning, saw head coach Jason Malatak and the catcher Aiden Provenzano thrown out of the game. So West Hills has to continue this game with 8 players. It looks like they're going to play about. Here's an interesting thing here. Shortstop not even in position yet, and the second baseman is going to play in shallow right center field, while the left fielder about regular position, shaded a little bit towards left center, but I guess you would have a right center fielder out there right now. So an interesting way that West Hills is playing this. It'll be a ball to Murray. 2-0 on Jackson. Shortstop shaded up the middle. Fastball in there for a strike. 2-1 on Jackson Murray. So really, really interesting way to set up your defense with 8 players. Zano fires, fouled back
It'll be
from
interesting,
Murray.
Jerry. That right field line is wide open right now if you can sneak one past that second baseman, you're right, who's playing in shallow right field.
Yeah, it's a heck of a setup. I believe this is a different pitcher for. Yes, I am wrong there. That is not Federush. That is Chris Sandor out on the mound for West Hills. They both have that red arm sleeve on. I got a little confused, and it looks like Federush goes back out to shortstop. Murray awaiting a 3-2 pitch. Drives one to right field, and the right fielder moving over, and he'll make the catch. So with 2 outfielders, West Hills makes the catch. Be the first out of the inning.
Soup, I was almost going to say at the beginning of the inning, I was going to say you would hope for West Hills, they'd want to just keep everything on the ground. But
exactly.
I guess not.
Yeah, Jub, they're in a situation right now where those outfielders are playing so deep. That benefited the right fielder right there. That ball was driven by Jackson Murray to the warning track.
Bring up the cleanup hitter, Zayd Billings. And Billings takes a fastball inside, ball 1.
I've done a lot of things in my baseball career, but I can say very assuredly that I've never won a game with 8 guys.
Yeah, that is to be, as I just heard Mr. Tennant saying, this would be a win that you would remember for the rest of your life if you're West Hills.
And it's not just another win. I mean, this is
to win the Beast of the East
against a team that has absolutely steamrolled everybody, who has not gone into the 7th inning since the beginning of the tournament.
Sandor, fastball in there, strike 2 to Billings. Chris Sandor
looks mighty confident up there.
Do we know if Coach Malachek has tuned into the stream yet?
That's a good question.
Coach, if you're listening.
He may be in the stream. Sandor to Billings, popped up, right side. First baseman moving over is Bryson Cyrus. He'll make the catch, and 2 down. West Hills 1 out away from a Beast of the East championship. Coming up for post 1 will be the first baseman, number 13, Rocco DiGiandomenico.
Looks like they shared some sort of words there, and I'm assuming it was nothing highly constructive, more of a let's do what we need to do here.
So Rocco, last chance for post 1 to get anything going here for West Hills. Chris Sandor, first pitch fastball. It looks like a curveball or slider maybe in there for strike 1. DiGiandomenico falls behind early. Next pitch, a ball low. 1-1 to DiGiandomenico. Sandor from the wind delivers. Bounced up to first base line. Cyrus is there. He fields it. Steps on first. And West Hills, your Beast of the East champions, wins the game with 8 players. Amazing. What an effort from West Hills after a crazy 6th inning. Finds themselves with just 8 players. And they win the Beast of the East 19U division. Great effort from post 1 all tournament, as Coach Malatak has made it back onto the field, as well as Aiden Provenzano going to shake the hands of post 1. But post 1, a good run.
West Hills came out firing there,
just short, but yeah, that's West Hills. A really, really good team, able to outscore post 1, something that a lot of teams are not able to do, and amazingly, West Hills wins the game with 8 players. They'll be the Beast of the East champions. They're celebrating on the field. See if Coach is able to grab one of our players from West Hills. Coach, are you down there? Can you hear us? Coach going to give over the plaque, and he's going to grab somebody as he's a part of the celebration here. Coach, whenever you're ready, we got you loud and clear.
I got Owen Amy here.
I got Owen Amy.
Owen?
Our man 4 for 4 was Owen Amy.
First of all, how's your mom going to get that uniform clean?
I have no idea. Probably something to make it whiter. I don't know. Really. I'm not gonna have to worry about it. Hopefully she does a good job.
4 for 4. Yep. Incredible performance. I would talk about your approach at the plate today.
Just attack early, try to find the pitch. I found it the first 3 at bats, and then the last at bat I didn't really hit it good, but it still found a way to get through.
So finished the game with 8 guys.
Yep.
Still beat a very, very, very good team. Yep. How's this one feel? Does it rank up there as one of the better wins you've ever had?
Yeah, it definitely does, especially whenever a player and a coach gets thrown out. It's always fun to support them and get the dub for them.
Well, a great effort. Get over there and take a picture with your teammates and the trophy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's Owen Amy, 4 for 4 this afternoon. Did a great job, but his mother's got her hands full getting his uniform clean. All right, guys, back to you.
Yep, thank you, Owen. And what an effort from him. An aggressive hitter, was 4 for 4 on 3 first pitches as Coach shaking Coach Malatak's hand. And West Hills, your Beast of the East champions here on beautiful July Sunday here in Wheeling, West Virginia. We're the Pine Room Studios here on the Watchdog and on YouTube. Appreciate everybody tuning in over the weekend on the Watchdog and on YouTube. Like I said, thank you again. Myself, Jarrett, Soupy, Jubb, Coach Stout, Coach Myers, Mr. Tennant, Kim North, everybody part of the tournament this weekend. We appreciate you. We will see you back here soon here at Patriot Field. Later.